up in 2 years, which is right around the corner. They'll be on top of us before we know it. You got Trump announcing tomorrow. You've got a couple of other great candidates considering it as well. We've got a good bench. They've got Kamala Harris and Joe Biden.
Since 1922, Mystic Lubricants has been providing superior performance and protection for farmers who demand the most out of their equipment. Today, Mystic continues to develop products in real-world conditions that are specially formulated to meet the unique demands of your specialized machines. They provide advanced protection for engine longevity and are the choice of people who make a living working the land. Learn more about Mystic products at mysticlubes.com. That's MYSTIK lubes.com.
Upgrade your kitchen with the new LG CounterDepth Max French door refrigerator line, the industry's largest counter-depth capacity refrigerators. LG CounterDepth Max, built in style, full-size capacity. Learn more at LG.com.
We're a sports family, driving in all kinds of weather to get to away games. So you can imagine what our car looks like, except it doesn't. We go to Quick Quack and shine like all our kids' trophies. Go for the win yourself and head to Quick Quack for a shine that lets you defy expectations.
Sticky notes, email alerts, the string around your finger. They're just not big enough. So here's a big reminder from the California Lottery. Tomorrow's Mega Millions jackpot is over $200 million. Play now. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase player fund.
If you were sexually abused as a child by a priest, coach, or teacher in California, you can seek justice, but time is running out. Survivors only have until December 31st, 2022 to take legal action. Even if the perpetrator is dead or the abuse occurred decades ago, you have legal rights and deserve to find healing and empowerment. Contact Jeff Anderson and Associates confidentially to speak to a trauma-informed advocate at 1-800-ITS-TIME. That's 1-800-ITS-TIME, or visit AndersonAdvocates.com. 12011 San Vicente Boulevard, Suite 700, Los Angeles, California. Attorney Advertising.
Come strengthen your pack at the new Great Wolf Lodge in Manteca. With over 50 attractions, we wanted to see how many we can name in the remaining seconds of this ad.
River Canyon Run, Oliver's Moonstone Maze, Tin Paw Bowling, Howler's Peak Ropes Course, Magi Quest, Slaptail Pond Wave Pool, Build-A-Bear Workshop, Storytime, a 4-story water
Only
fort,
40 more to go. And now that a getaway to Great Wolf Lodge in Manteca is just a short ride away, families have time to experience every attraction at the lodge. Great Wolf Lodge, strengthen the pack.
Talk Radio 560 KSFO San Francisco, a Cumulus station. It's easy to listen when you're at home. Just tell Alexa or Google to play KSFO.
Democrats flip Arizona. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. The Fox News decision desk making the call in the state's governor's race.
Katie Hobbs is projected to be Arizona's next governor, the first Democrat to have the job since 2006. She succeeds Republican Governor Doug Ducey, who was prohibited by term limit laws from running again. Carrie Lake was sounding skeptical about the race results late Monday on Twitter and has refused to say if she would accept the results.
Fox's Jill Nato, Carrie Lake tweeting Arizonans know BS when they see it. The unofficial margin, just over 20,500 votes. That's outside the limits for an automatic recount. A handful of close congressional races have been called for Republicans, putting the GOP within one vote of winning the majority in the House. 13 races are still undecided. Sources tell Fox News Republican congressional leaders will nonetheless hold their leadership elections on Tuesday. 1 week after the midterm elections, the 2024 presidential race could kick off tonight.
Committee Chair and Mississippi Democrat Benny Thompson joined Wyoming Republican and Vice Chair Liz Cheney to note former President Trump's failure to comply with his November 14th deposition date. They say lawyers have made no effort to negotiate a time to offer testimony, and add a lawsuit from the former president pushes claims recently rejected by the courts. The joint statement accuses former President Trump of seeking to overturn the 2020 election and block the transfer of power. The statement says legal next steps are being evaluated. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
President Biden to address the G20 summit meeting today, expected to call on the leaders of the world's industrialized democracies to isolate Russia for its aggression against Ukraine. President Zelensky telling the summit Russia needs to end its invasion justly. America is listening to Fox News.
It all started with the brutal murder of a young married couple. Now, more than 40 years after the couple was found, investigators and forensic genealogists are cracking the case wide open to uncover a stunning second mystery.
We're
there's a baby.
I said, well, wait, he had a baby?
We cross the country speaking with victims' families and those close to the case as we ask, what about Holly?
I just want to know what happened.
Available on FoxNewsPodcasts.com and wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network, listen to the all-new Bret Baier podcast featuring Common Ground, talking to lawmakers weekly from opposite sides of the political spectrum about the issues of the day and how Americans can find common ground in a politicized world.
That's just not happening on Capitol Hill. It takes leadership, right?
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Along with all your Bret Baier favorites like the campaign, the candidates, the all-star panel, and much more. Available now at FoxNewsPodcasts.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Now about the big announcement expected in Florida tonight.
Former President Donald Trump will be making a promised announcement tonight from his residence at the Mar-a-Lago Club in Palm Beach. It is expected by many that the former president will make known and official his intent to seek a second term in the White House. Unlike other U.S. presidents in the past, Mr. Trump has not gone quietly, routinely criticizing Democrats and the currently serving President Joe Biden. The former president has caused a new division among Republicans since the party's expected big wins in last week's midterms failed to materialize.
Fox's Evan
In
Brown.
Broward County, Florida, Evan Brown, Fox News.
Last night.
University of Virginia students and local residents coming together for a vigil Monday night. 3 UVA students, all football players, Devin Chandler, Lavelle Davis Jr., and Deshaun Perry, were shot and killed while on a charter bus returning from a class trip Sunday night. 2 other players were hospitalized with gunshot wounds. According to authorities, the class saw a play in Washington, D.C. and had just returned to campus when the shooting took place. 22-year-old UVA student Christopher Darnell Jones Jr. was arrested about 80 miles away in Richmond after a 12-hour manhunt and has been charged with 3 counts of second-degree murder.
Fox's Laura Engel, who reports there is no indication yet on a motive for the shootings. A volcano is likely erupting deep beneath the Pacific Ocean in the U.S. Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands. Scientists say they don't know for sure because it's so inaccessible, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. All indications are the Ahi Seamount began erupting in mid-October as part of a chain of over 60 active volcanoes near the deepest point in the world's oceans. I'm Jack Callahan. This is Fox News.
Un mensaje oficial de Medicare.
¿Sabías que los planes de Medicare pueden cambiar de un año a otro?
Oh, sí.
Ahora es la inscripción abierta, así que es el momento de revisar y comparar tus planes de salud.
¿En serio?
Así es. Puedes encontrar un plan que se ajuste mejor a tus necesidades y hasta ahorrar dinero. La inscripción abierta termina el 7 de diciembre. Comparar planes vale la pena. Visite es.medicare.gov y comience hoy.
Pagado por el Departamento de Salud y Servicios Humanos de los Estados Unidos.
Sticky notes, email alerts, a string around your finger. They're just not big enough. So here's a big reminder from the California Lottery. Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is over 200 million. Play now. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase player prize.
Now, it's Red Eye Radio. Gary McNamara and Eric Harley talk about everything from politics to social issues and news of the day. Whether you're up late or you're just starting your day, welcome to the show. This is Red Eye Radio.
All across America and around the planet, 866-90 Red Eye. I'm Gary McNamara. He is Eric Harley. Welcome. Good morning. Download our Red Eye Radio app today, and you can listen when you choose.
Do it now. Do it now.
Well, it looks like, as we stated earlier, that the House is going to the Republicans. I won't say GOP because you mentioned grand old party.
Yeah, well, and I think that's more about me than it is anything. You know, it's like, yeah, let's quit saying grand old party.
Let's spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But so the NBC and others projecting that they are going to win the House. As of right now, you have Real Clear Politics with 217 votes for the Republicans, with 13 left, and Fox News, I believe, or it's reversed, at 216. I'm doing it from memory.
But 218 is what gets it for the Republicans. And